Hey everybody, it's Matt. It is December 12th, 2025, 37th dose. Today we are going to be doing the right oblique at 100 micrograms. It is going to be my third dose at once a month. And then December 30th, so in a couple of weeks, I'll have the my 3-month blood work. So I'll report back and let you know how this 3-month interval is working. I'm hoping all of our blood levels are where they're supposed to be. I am feeling really good right now, and not too much to report on that. Even right now, I have no tinnitus, believe it or not. So lightheadedness, tinnitus are probably my main symptoms. I do get I feel like my skin's a little dry, but it could just be this cold Buffalo winter here. It has been freezing and very snowy. So I've probably been a little bit more, you know, not, yeah, I haven't been getting as much exercise as I'd like, at least outside. I mean, I've got a treadmill and stuff like that. So I find that walking is the best medicine because I've been sitting a lot lately, trying to finish up some of my book work here. So and kind of funny, I usually just do these in one take. I kind of have a thing, and I ramble, and this is not polished or cut together, but this is my third take. I got 6 minutes in 3 times and I fell off the rails. So I'm skipping a section because I feel like it's really throwing me off. But so yeah, I'm feeling great. I just wanted to kind of welcome everyone who's recently signed. Welcome to all of you who regularly jump in and chime in, and my family and friends. I love all you guys, and thanks for that support. Question that comes up somewhat often, or I find myself talking about, is kind of the back to my origin story of maybe why I chose Besremi. And I probably have talked a little bit about it over the videos, but hopefully it's helpful to someone. Again, this isn't a commercial for Besremi. I still have some reservations about where we're heading. Here I am. First, this is my old book. I was looking May 28th. That was my daughter's birthday. Was the first time I dosed at 100 micrograms in 2024. So we're a year and how many months into it. Today's the 37th dose, and they have studies, I think, up to like 5 years of Besremi. It's a fairly new drug, so no one knows the long term after that. So I'm hoping AI and human intelligence will come up with some solutions for all of us. But so just to kind of talk about why I decided to go on Besremi, it was interesting. Once I had the portal vein thrombosis, I started going through all these tests. It was all kind of a shock to me. Never thought about blood cancer, and then it was determined with the bone marrow biopsy, the JAK2 V617F positive test, all that stuff. So I think I went to my general practice. I was in North Carolina at the time, came home, saw my general practitioner, and she's like, well, this portal vein, you should go see your gastroenterologist. And in North Carolina, before I left the emergency room, I was there for 5 days, they said, we want you to see a hematologist. So I wanted to get back home to start this medical type journey because this is kind of the home base. And so my general practitioner said, go see the gastroenterologist. When I saw the gastroenterologist, they recommended a hematologist, which wasn't easy to get into hematologist initially. I remember there was some reservations for whatever reason. But he said, I want you to get looked at for this JAK2, mutation. And that was news to me. But I think in North Carolina, they wanted me to see a hematologist. I think subtly they may have known without creating panic. So I ended up getting a recommendation from a good friend who got me in with a hematologist faster than I normally could have, which was a real blessing. She looked at all my results, all the blood work they did, and they did a ton of blood work in North Carolina. They really did. I was getting blood work every 3 hours for like 5 days. It was wild. And she she saw my blood work and said, I really want you to see this specialist at Roswell Park, where I go and I continue to go. And as soon as I saw my doctor there, who's wonderful, she said, I want you to start this, based on what we've got here, I want you to start this Besremi right away. So that was kind of my introduction to it. I started reading about it, all the side effects. I got nervous and so forth. So we wanted to just get a second opinion. But phlebotomy, hydroxia, some of the other treatments was never even discussed. I think I was thrown into a high risk category because of the portal vein thrombosis. So a lot of people, a lot of you may have chimed in at one point saying, I've been on aspirin and phlebotomy for 10 years or whatever. Now I'm thinking about Besremi. I was just kind of thrown into that category pretty quick. But what sold me on it, I guess, was I have a relative who is infectious disease like pharmacist, and she's brilliant. And she had done a little digging for me, talked to some colleagues. They said Besremi was the first thing. One of my wife's coworkers, relatives, is like head of MPN, like the MPN specialist at the Pittsburgh University or hospital. I can't remember what it was now. He was wonderful. He said when we were asking questions, he's like, he called me up. So that was like a second confirmation for me. I had a really good conversation. He said, Matt, Besremi is the way to go. And he knows my doctor here at Roswell and said she is great, blah, blah, blah. So that was, my doctor here at Roswell, my cousin, now this head of hematology or whatever at the University of Pittsburgh. That was a third confirmation. And that was enough for me to say, all right, this is the direction we're going to go. So that's when I started the journey, May 28th, and here we are, 37th dose. So I wanted to just kind of share that with you guys. That's how I made my decision. Probably early on with the Besremi and the side effects that were happening, I may have regretted it a little bit, but here I am on the other side now, as many of you know, and feeling pretty good about it. So just keep the faith out there, and we'll keep going. Yeah, there's probably a lot I could talk about there, but I got through the 6-minute mark, so I don't have to reset. Hopefully this is helpful for some of you, and I'll probably check in before Christmas, and then I'll definitely check in after I get those 3-month results. So keep the faith, please. I'm praying for you guys every morning. God bless. Thanks for watching. Take care.